Hey everybody, welcome to 5 and 25, episode 8. Now, in our last episode, we were introduced to a young man named David, and he just defeated Goliath. And then, did you notice what he was carrying around? FYI, the Bible is a brutal book. But we pick up in episode 8 here in 2 Samuel 7. Now, a lot of time has gone by, a lot of drama's taken place, but now David is the king. So Saul's not the king anymore, David's the king, and God's going to make a promise to him, and that promise has to do with his throne. Got the throne, this is supposed to be the throne here, and it's related to a promise that God's made previously that we've been talking about, the promise he made to Abraham. So remember, God had made a promise to Abraham, going to have a big family. David's a part of that family, going to give him the land. They're now in the land, and there's peace in the land, and he's going to bless all the nations, all people groups through Abraham's family. Now, there's going to be a specific prophecy here related to David's family. So again, he said, I'm going to bless the nations through Abraham's family. Now we're getting a little more specific, and he says, I'm going to do it through David's family. And something amazing is going to happen in David's family. His throne will be established forever in verse 16, and there's some other references to that. Now, it's a little hard to understand, but the big idea here is that God is going to bring someone special through David's family. He's going to establish this eternal throne. Later, we're going to discover that this is Jesus. So, again, here's another prophecy about this future coming Messiah, this future king, this person that's coming. Now, God says, hey, I'm going to make your name great, David. Ironically, we're talking about him 3,000 years later. His name has been made great. He's a famous person in world history. But I want you to note, one of the things I like about this chapter is how David responds. He responds humbly. If you'll note, there's one point where he says, well, who am I that you would do this through me? And then David turns around and says, hey, do what you said you were going to do, but do it so that your name will be great. So I love David's response. I think there's something we can learn from that. And we're introduced to a prophet in this chapter. Now, this prophet Nathan, and God, at different times in the Bible, God will use men and women to deliver a message from him. And we see Nathan delivering a message here. And in our next episode, we're going to be introduced to a prophet named Isaiah, who is going to, again, predict something that God says is going to happen in the future. So excited to join you then. See you at episode 9. God bless.